The third punch we're going to throw is the hook. Now the hook is a little bit more involved than the jab and the cross. Straight punches, a little bit more simple, and it's also forward motions. The thing about the cross, it's a little bit the hook, it's counterintuitive. So if I'm in my stance here and I want to throw front hand hook to the head, I'm actually going to go backwards with my weight. Because I'm here at my 45, I have to make room for my hand to fit and my hip and shoulder to turn. So my back heel is up. You'll see I'm going to drop my heel and turn it in. Drops and turns. My front heel picks up and turns. Now I pick up my elbow, and there's my hook. So from here, it's going to be a double turn. It's 1, 2, there's my hook. So from here, I'm going to hit my hook. Here, now my weight is to my back foot. That gave my hook room to hit. If I stay forward and throw my hook, a lot of times we'll come around the head instead of hitting through the head. So again, here, my heel's going to drop. Here, front heel's going to pick up here. Weight goes to the back. The same way as I explained in the shifting of weight video, heel, hip, shoulder are lined up here. That's where the balance is. And I hit my hook. So from here, I hit, back, hit, back. Side view, from here you can see my heel up. Heel's going to drop, other one's going to raise. Here, I hit my hook. Hit my hook. Okay? This angle, so from here, hit, hit. Okay. Now here's some keys with the hook that are extremely important. Some people will teach what we call a slashing hook, which means your palm would be down, you'll be hitting this way. The thing about that is, if you look at the anatomy, the human body, my top two knuckles here, these two knuckles, the bones line up with all the bones of the forearm. The bottom two knuckles are on an angle. They actually go this way. So if I throw a slashing hook, and if I hit the bottom two knuckles, the force is going to go through the hand, and that's why if you break either one of these knuckles and you go to the hospital, they're going to call it a boxer's break. Because people that throw slashing hooks have a tendency of taking these knuckles, pushing them back. My own knuckles are a little screwed up from throwing hooks improperly. So when I throw my hook, I want to keep my thumb up, focusing on these two knuckles so that my arm lines up. Now, the reason it's called a hook is because we're making a hook motion with our arm. That is it. So if I'm throwing my hook and my arm's reaching out, and what you'll hear sometimes people say, you're stirring soup, you're slapping this way, that is not a real hook. A hook is this motion. Now, one of the keys, and probably the most important, because again, it's not just about making solid contact, it's about being safe, is understanding where your hook has to stop. So the reason I throw my hook here with my hip and shoulder, you see my arm stops here. It doesn't pass my head, because if I over punch, look what you're looking at. You're looking at my ear and the side of my chin. I can't protect myself now. So if I rip my hook and over punch and miss, they can roll, the counter is going to be there, where I can get hit with a cross or even get smacked dead on the face with a counter kick. So, thumb up, protecting, so the bones line up. Make sure your hook stops before it passes your headline. That way, you're not leaving yourself open. So last again, so it's going to be shifting here. Now, in terms of putting it together, if I stop my punch here, I have another punch coming off of it. So it's not just about these individual punches, but what we're going to talk about next, which is putting them together. So don't just rip your hook. Throw it safe, throw it right.